Hi, my name's Simon, GM8NYB. This is my CR100 I am restoring. So far most of the underside components are removed. I've left the valve holders for now. I'll have a closer look at the wiring that's on the heaters here, see if it's worth replacing. I noticed where that goes through there, it's quite tight there. It may have cut through, so I need to a bit closer inspection. But in this video I'm going to remove the rest of the top side components, most of them anyway. And this is what I've got left. So you've got the IF cans here, this little transformer, the capacitor. This is the main HV, should say. It's a press capacitor. It's got a date on it. I can't see it now. It's 1954, so that's definitely a later edition. This here, which was the addition for this little socket here, was the addition for the noise limiter, which I'll dismantle as well. The heater selector here, and I'll take the pots off as well, and that will just leave it with the tuning capacitor and the mechanism on. I'll do another video about removing that, but first of all I'm just going to remove all these and then we'll have a look at the chassis. So that's the next part. There. So basically all the cables have been removed from the IFT underside. They're all rubber, they've been cut there, so they just need to be replaced. Mark's little spanner, so I can just spin these off and hopefully they all should come apart. Let them drop to the bottom there first. Pick them all up after. Oh, quite tight, but not too bad once they get moving. They're relatively easy to remove, and that came out a lot easier. This is the IFT1. So you see a few cables in here need to be replaced. I'll open it up and have a look. I certainly need to replace the screen lead that went to the top cap of the RF amplifier. So I'll just pause it and continue with the rest of this, and then you'll see it with all the top components removed. This is the BFO coil. I've loosened the nuts underneath. I have to lift it out and then realise there is a slot there. The control for the BFO is at the front here, so I'll just remove. I'm trying to get the whole piece there. 2 screws in here. The knob comes off, and hopefully if I loosen this, the whole lot will slide out. So let's see. Okay, it's got a flexible drive separator there. So that is the BFO IFT, which I shall mark along with the others. BFO on it, just a small mark. It's obviously the BFO, but I'll mark it anyway. And continue with the rest. All the IFTs removed, all the IFT transformers, IF transformers. I've marked them up. IFT4, but I put the R on it so I know that there's a rear of it, otherwise just for the orientation when they go back in. Basically these are fit on top of they'll face the right way for the valve tops. Right, you can see even in here, I can see very well, especially that red one there. Now that's inside the IFT, so definitely all the cables do need replacing along with the coax for the output of the IF. Right, I can't leave it on the side anymore. These were supporting it, so it will fall over. So it's now sitting this way. All the components underneath are removed. I'm going to remove the capacitor here, which was, I think, onto the diagram. There's two capacitors, and one, which I might replace the smaller ones, and house them in the same can. So here we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's 8. Blurry there. No, it's 8, and 8 UF, as you can see, at 400 volts. This will come off obviously, and I should be able to remove the old. This might be okay, but I think the best thing is to replace it, as I want it as the last of it. If it does fail, then it's a big job to strip it down. So I may as well put new components in here. I'll put 3 modern electrolytics in here, rated at that voltage or more. That can be reinstalled. There's one more transformer in here, as you can see here. Now that transformer was used for the radar interference suppression. There's a small diagram here. Oops. You see it. It's an additional to it. So that is that transformer. So I'm going to remove that, and then remove the aerial tuning pot capacitor and controls. Small capacitor here that just took the input from the aerial and helped to match it up. And at the front here we have the HF HF control, and that was for this transformer, that was for the radio interference suppression. So I'll take these off, remove the noise limiter modification and the fuse, and that should give us most of it off really. So this, before I take the aerial trimmer off, this fuse here is the 2 tags on the they're just using convenient tags, one side of the fuse. This is fuse 2, and it's on the center tap of the main transformer secondary. Takes it to earth. It's 350 volts, 300 300 volts here. Now we can see the fuse marked on the drawing. One side of the fuse is earth, and that goes to the secondary of the main secondary, or the center tap of the main secondary. So I shall remove that, and try and get the whole shaft out in one piece. Camera here just to take a picture, just as a good reminder. Now the front of this capacitor and shaft is on. I have to remove this control knob, which is here. Most of them had 2 screws in it. So far they've not been too tight. You always get one. Nope, it's not too bad. So these are the little screws, the knobs there. Right, another nut. Hopefully the whole lot will slide out. There it is. This all stripped down. As I say, it's got the insulated flexible link and the long shaft there. So that will be. Now to get this out, it's got a few connections on it which are free. These went down to the connections below. This here I'm going to remove the frame. I'll have to unsolder these. Which I can do once I've turned it over, but with this little link board out, I should be able to get to the screws for the main modification. Right. Got an earth connection there. I need to have a picture. As I've taken loads of pictures, will help to reconnect it all up. Right. Now that is the noise limiter modification. Can't remember the name of the valve. VR54. I think that was just it's quite common. Right, that's another lots of little things to do. And this here, I shall unsolder. Once the DC, it went to a plug at the back, which had the mains on it as well. Now I'm not sure what we'll do with that. I put the original plug back, but I might just modify it. One of the modifications I might just do on this is to put a more modern IEC type plug. I had the little square ones, might be a bit safer, but I'll see that when I come to it. Right. So far, a bit of a struggle. This is the control for the radar interference suppression. It wasn't too easy to get off. I loosened the screws here and it's so tight it doesn't come off here, so I need to investigate further. Also, I couldn't get one of these, it was too tight and it was such an awkward place to get to. So I managed to remove the screws from underneath, took the whole lot off. This goes back to this transformer here, which I will remove. One screw left. So that, along with that and a few other components that were underneath, the capacitor and a resistor, I think a few capacitors that I found that aren't on the main drawings. They're part of the radar interference suppression, so they can be looked at later, cleaned up. So a few parts of them off. I removed the fuse here that was the centre tap. Take the fuse hold off, very dusty here. Fortunately, these screws are all self-tapping screws. Yeah, it's pegged in as well. I don't want to force it, but it did come out. So it's a Bakelite or some form of plastic, and the bracket here for supporting the that out. Now that was the bracket for supporting the little link for the heaters. Remove the heater, heater to lamp supply here. In there. And these lamps here, just one clip here. It looks like one's blown anyway. You can get may not everybody agree with them, but you can get LED equivalent to these. How to do that? I'll have to modify the end a little, maybe put a small rectifier in it, make it DC. We'll see. That's something I thought of, using the LED replacements of these. That's more or less the chassis completely clear. Still now get access to a couple of the remaining capacitors, 1, 2, 3 to remove, so I should be able to get them out. And then I'll clean up underneath. I'm not sure how I'm going to clean it yet. This I need to remove, so first a plan for this whole thing here. I read here that a lot of people had problems if they split the little gearbox off. It's a nice little gearbox and it seems to be okay. I think these are clean. So I'd want to split that from the capacitor if I can, but I'll take it off to see. The next thing is to remove the wave change. It's a shame to undo all the pulley work, but I think I will do, and replace the scale on here with a cleaner printed one. So the top half has already come off. Next I'll have a look at getting this off in one piece and then giving this a clean. But in the meantime, that's most of it stripped down. There's a couple of passes to remove there from underneath. It's very light now. Still have the LF, the audio volume control to remove. See here, this changed the wave change switch, so I'll remove that. This is it, and then clean up this. So that's it for now. I shall tidy up here, get all the little bits that have come off, all the little screws, and keep them safe. Remove the capacitors, as I said, and the next video I'll remove this. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe if you want. So until next time, bye bye.